a touchback. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Play action. Now Jackson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, 44 yards. Come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, Young. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop him.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Ready.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Ready.
Young now.
Open man down the field. That's Ligon. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
Well, whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's a result of throwing it so many times in practice. It's really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
52 blaster. Blaster, 6.
Young now from the 50. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set.
But it's caught. Tompkins.
And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Chuba Hubbard.
40 yards.
And the Panthers responded.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. From the gun, Jackson. A check down here for Henry. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Nothing lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Throwing is Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end. Now Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. This 2nd and 4. Off the option, here's Henry. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now it's Jackson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one. Oh, they try a lateral on the return. Now the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw...
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. And this is
10.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Drill 3. Ready, ready.
Young. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop.
picked up a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go. Red, yellow. Cut, cut.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete.
Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
5, 97. Steel, black, fury, yellow. Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Claws red. Down. Blue striker. Ready?
To throw, Young. Sliding out of the pocket.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time? And when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Come on, set. 560.
Young to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with it.
Here we go, set. Black fluid. Black shock. Black ultra. Shock, 17. 43 rail. Set, cut.
Again, it's Young. Touchdown!
Tommy Tremble.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Panthers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Jackson.
That's going deep for Bateman.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort.
The ball in the air, never gave up.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson.
They're looking deep here for Flowers.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on.
This is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line.
Position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
38. Cut.
A give up the middle, Hubbard.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained.
3rd and 9.
Green. Switch, yellow.
Right back to Hubbard.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Hey, hey, move. Ready, ready.
They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for. Jackson now.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Off the option, here's Henry.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18. Here's Jackson.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Defense at the line, ready to go.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Now Young.
He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it.
2nd and 11.
Ready.
Young off the play fake. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Now 3rd down and very long.
Young now. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
Every guy that plays this game has
For it on 4th down.
White.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Ready. Field, black.
Looking to throw, Young.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
Yellow.
Young now from the 50.
That's pulled in by Brooks.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
all defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam.
Else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Young.
It quickly to Thielen here.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Let's go now. Drill 52. Hut.
And Young's going to throw it here.
They'll run the screen with Hubbard.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
He'll find Thielen working the middle.
And he will have a Panther 1st down. And it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
Down.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Come on, set. Set, cut.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
And final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Here we go, set. Green jack. Go red. Mega. Cut.
Young to throw. Flushed out right. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
Down.
Hurry. Change it.
Now Jackson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that to water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to...
Can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just...
And got his man complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner.